All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1003, Carrera versus Carrera.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Carrera?
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes. So I brought this case before you because I'm currently paying for extracurricular activities for our daughter.
Okay.
And it's a little bit more money than I thought it was going to be, so I would like my wife, Sheila, to reimburse me for it.
Okay. So you guys are separated?
Yes.
Okay. What type of extracurricular activities is the child involved?
So our daughter is very big into sports.
Okay.
So she plays soccer, and you know, it's just like the cost of cleats, the cost of like gloves, because she plays goalie. It's just a lot of upkeep for me, and she makes more money than I do, so I kind of want help with it.
And just like that, the case is closed. The judge ruled in favor of the child, increasing the mother's child support to $922.80 per month to ensure the child receives proper care. Her unrelated claims about the car were dismissed as irrelevant. The key takeaway? The court always prioritizes the child's best interest, regardless of personal drama, debts, or past conflicts between the parents. This case was a reminder that emotional arguments don't hold up if they don't directly impact the child's well-being. But what do you think? Was the ruling fair? Should the father have asked for more support? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this case breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another courtroom twist.
Here, ma'am, from the tax returns that you make about $100,000 a year.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Child support was not previously ordered.
Yes.
Okay. So are you guys in agreement to do that? Or, or you don't want to pay child support? What's going on?
I don't think it's necessary. We split her 50-50. She's at my house just as much. She's with me just as much, if not more.
Your Honor, I would say that's probably an argument for her to pay me. If we're splitting 50-50, I shouldn't have to pay all of it.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. So you kind of like told on yourself. So you ready to move forward with the numbers?
Sure.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get ready with the numbers. So it looks like you make, like I said, $100,000 a year. Do you work overtime, or is that regularly what you make?
No, I work overtime. But
Okay. And does that include overtime?
yes, ma'am. It's a salaried position, so it's just...
Mr. Shiloh presents his case, explaining that his daughter's involvement in sports comes with rising costs. Cleats, gloves, and other gear don't come cheap. He points out that his ex-wife earns $100,000 a year and should help cover these expenses. The judge digs into the details, asking about their custody arrangement. Mr. Shiloh shares that they have a 50-50 custody split, which actually supports his argument for shared financial responsibility. He adds that his ex's higher income puts her in a better position to contribute. As the courtroom quiets, the judge gets ready to run the numbers and make a decision.
All right. So at $100,000 a year, I have your gross at $10,000 a month. Before I continue, who pays health insurance?
We both do.
We both.
Okay, how much do you pay?
$348 or $386.
$386.
Yeah, $386.
Okay.
And I
how
pay
much?
$200.
Okay, and you both plan on maintaining those health insurance policies?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. That way, nobody has to reimburse anybody for health insurance, but because you do carry health insurance and you're going to be ordered to pay child support, I can give you credit for the $386.
Okay.
So that brings your net down to $6,988.19. Which, how many children? Just one?
Just one.
Okay, so 20% of that brings your child support obligation to $1,391.64. That should cover any expenses and anything like that, because the child is heavily involved, sounds like, in extracurricular activities, excuse me. Are there any other questions?
Nope.
You don't look happy about this. What's going on?
I just think that it's a bit of an exorbitant amount, but we discussed it in the beginning when the split happened. He agreed, and
Agreed to what amount?
none.
Oh, you're saying child support, but you do understand that as the child gets older and, you know, heavily involved in
Yes.
different activities, I wasn't done.
Oh, sorry.
Involved heavily in different activities, you understand that expenses increase.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and the amount of child support is based on how much money you make. Child support is based on a simple calculation. So you make $100,000 a year, that's what your child support is. I mean, if you want it to be lower, you know, you chose the profession.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
The judge gets straight to the point. She calculates Mr. Carrillo's annual income at $100,000, including overtime, and after factoring in health insurance deductions, sets his net monthly income at $6,998.19. Based on that figure and with one child involved, the judge orders him to pay $1,191.64 in monthly child support. She explains that this amount should adequately cover the costs of extracurricular activities, especially given his daughter's active lifestyle. Mr. Carrillo tries to argue, clearly unhappy with the ruling, calling the amount excessive, but the judge quickly shuts it down, reminding him that child support is based on income, not personal feelings. His 50-50 custody arrangement doesn't exempt him from his financial duty, especially not when he earns significantly more than his co-parent. She also points out that while Mr. Carrillo may have initially agreed to cover all expenses, circumstances change, and the law allows for modifications when they do. The judge stresses that as children grow, so do their needs and expenses. Child support isn't static. It evolves, just like parenting does. In Texas, a support order can be modified if there's a material and substantial change, like increased extracurricular costs or income adjustments. This case serves as a powerful reminder. Custody does not cancel out financial responsibility. The system is designed to serve the child's best interests, regardless of parental disputes or discomfort. As the case wraps up, the judge leaves everyone with a firm reminder. Parenting means putting the child's needs first, even when it's inconvenient or expensive. If you know someone in a similar situation, share this story. Because on Child Support Court, every decision shapes a child's future, and that's what really matters.
Over what you all witnessed in the case of Carrera versus Carrera. So they had an existing order where no child support was ordered. Well, under Texas law, when there's been a material and substantial change in circumstance, the court can go in and review the order to determine whether or not child support should be paid. Well, you heard that dad was covering all the expenses for the child to participate in all these different activities. So it warranted mom to be able to help finance those activities for the child. So that's the reason why mom was ordered to pay child support.